Ever wonder why some days you're full of energy and motivation while other days, it feels like you're dragging yourself through the mud? The secret might be in a little molecule in your brain called dopamine. Welcome back to our Understanding Dopamine series. In today's final episode, we're diving into the art of optimizing dopamine, naturally balancing it for a healthier, happier life. We will be sharing a bonus tip at the end of this video, which is a powerful way to boost dopamine naturally. Dopamine is often called the feel-good neurotransmitter, but there's so much more to it. Think of dopamine as your brain's internal reward system. It's what gives you that little jolt of satisfaction when you accomplish something, whether it's crossing off a to-do list item, finishing a workout, or even just getting a like on social media. But here's the catch: while dopamine can make us feel amazing, too much or too little of it can throw our lives off balance. Now, before you start worrying, the good news is that there are simple, natural ways to optimize dopamine levels. Whether you're looking to boost your mood, enhance your focus, or just live a more balanced life, these strategies are for you. Let's dive in. First up, let's talk about boosting dopamine. If you've ever felt sluggish or unmotivated, you might be dealing with low dopamine levels. But don't worry, there are easy ways to give your brain a dopamine kick, no supplements required. One of the simplest and most effective ways to boost dopamine is through exercise. Whether it's a quick walk, a dance session in your living room, or a full-blown workout, physical activity stimulates dopamine production. Plus, it has the added benefit of reducing stress, which can deplete dopamine over time. Sleep is another critical factor. When you're sleep-deprived, your dopamine receptors become less sensitive, making it harder to feel pleasure or motivation. Aim for 7-9 hours of quality sleep per night, and your brain will thank you with a steady supply of dopamine. Your diet plays a huge role in dopamine production. Foods rich in tyrosine like almonds, bananas, and avocados are dopamine's best friends. Tyrosine is an amino acid that your body uses to produce dopamine, so make sure to include these foods in your daily diet. Ever wonder why you feel happier on sunny days? Sunlight can actually boost dopamine levels by stimulating the production of vitamin D, which is linked to dopamine release. So make sure to get outside, even if it's just for a few minutes a day. Boosting dopamine is great, but balance is key. Too much dopamine can lead to anxiety, addiction, and impulsive behavior. It's all about finding that sweet spot where you're motivated, but not overstimulated. One of the biggest dopamine traps is instant gratification. Think junk food, social media, and other quick hits. While these can give you a temporary dopamine boost, they can also lead to crashes and cravings. Practicing mindful moderation helps you enjoy these things without becoming dependent on them. Speaking of mindfulness, meditation is a fantastic way to balance dopamine levels. By taking a few minutes each day to meditate, you can help regulate your dopamine production and improve your overall mental health. Plus, it's a great way to reduce stress, which, as we mentioned earlier, can deplete dopamine. Did you know that setting and achieving small goals can boost dopamine? But here's the trick. Those goals need to be realistic. If you set the bar too high and constantly fall short, your dopamine levels might take a hit. Break down big tasks into smaller, achievable steps to keep that dopamine flowing. Last but not least, don't underestimate the power of social connections. Spending time with loved ones, engaging in meaningful conversations, and even just being part of a community can all help balance dopamine levels. Human connection is a powerful dopamine booster and balancer. Alright, as promised, here's the bonus tip. This one's a little unexpected, but it's incredibly effective. Have you ever heard of cold exposure? Yep, I'm talking about cold showers or a dip in a chilly pool. It might sound uncomfortable, but cold exposure has been shown to significantly increase dopamine levels by up to 250%. The catch? The effects last for hours, meaning you'll feel that post-cold exposure high long after you've warmed up. It's a powerful, natural way to boost your dopamine and feel invigorated. That's it for today's final episode. We have shared all practical and natural ways to optimize your dopamine levels for a healthier, happier life. Remember, it's all about balance. Boost your dopamine when you need it, but don't forget to keep things in check to avoid burnout or overstimulation. Whether it's through exercise, diet, mindfulness, or even a cold shower, you've got the tools to take control of your dopamine and, ultimately, your well-being. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content on living your best life. And if you decide to try that cold shower, let us know in the comments how it went. We love to hear your experience. See you next time.